Dear colleagues, this is a case where I'm jumping from the making of capsulorhexis and the incisions straight to hydrodissection and rotating of that nucleus, injecting some viscoelastic, and then we'll do a pizza chop technique, which is basically horizontal chop, but instead of separating and splitting the two heminucleuses all the way through the posterior plate, I keep on chopping, and at the end of chopping I will end up with 8 or 10 small slices of this cataract that is chopped like a pizza. So horizontal chop, keep on rotating the nucleus and chopping without insisting too much to crack the posterior plate, rotating and keep on chopping, and you have smaller and smaller pieces at the end of the chop to emulsify, and that will be an easier way to have them taken out of the eye. You end up with the core nucleus that is very easy to take out and emulsified. So you have in the middle of the cataract like a small plate, a small ball that's empty. So in the middle of the nucleus you have an empty space in which you can drag the small slices of pizza and emulsify them, and keep rotating and splitting the pieces into smaller and smaller pieces, and at one point I'm ending up with no BSS in the phaco machine. So until the nurse is changing the bottles, I'm injecting some viscoelastic inside the anterior chamber to keep the AC formed. And then after the new bottle is in place, I'm continuing the phaco emulsification, rotating again the cataract, and start emulsifying this small pizza places. The pizza slices will be very easy. Notice the fact that I engage in the vacuum and then reverse the slice on top of that area where the core of the nucleus was taking out in the beginning of phaco. So in this way you have the core of the nucleus is loosened up and easy to drag the pieces into the middle safe zone. You have smaller slices of pizza, so you have very good time to enjoy these slices with the phaco needle, taking them out, eating them with the phaco probe. It's very easy, and in this way, having small slices of this leathery cataract, you use less ultrasound, and in this way the next day we'll have a clear cornea and the patient will be happy. Having the most of the cataract is out, the nucleus is out, you end up with small cortex and epinucleus that's very easy to aspirate. And the last remnants of cortex I will take out with the aspiration needle. Having the AC maintainer in one port into the main incision, and then using the aspiration needle to clean up the bag real well and aspirate the last remnants of this cortex. It's very easy. When I'm trying to inject the IOL, this is a different haptic with double haptic, and the IOL, it's starting to rotate a little bit. So when we have this kind of situation, we have to rotate in the opposite direction the injector and the plunger, the whole injector system, in order to have good centration of the IOL. And see here I'm rotating the IOL, rotating the injector, and then on IOL it's unfolding in the proper position. Using the forceps to rotate a little bit the IOL inside the bag, and then clean up the last parts of the viscoelastic on top and underneath the IOL. And that's the end of the case. Thank you.